I just got a donation. It was an acoustic and it's so very cute. It's a classical. So, long story short, I would like to fix it up a little bit and then give it out to a student or someone in need. Almost every day, I see somebody who can use an instrument or a little bit of love and joy in their life. And, long story short, I always do something to kind of spruce up instruments when I can. I've got a whole row of them over here. Some of them behind my instruments, like this is my vina, that's my cello. But back there in cases, I've got a bunch of different ougs. Some of them need a lot of love. Some of them need only a little bit of love. I've got a couple students that could really use an instrument. I am personally looking for a violin that's not going to cost like $1,200 to set up. I could find a violin, but getting one that's playable right out of the case is a really hard one here on island. Long story short, had somebody named Joanne give a lovely little acoustic. We're taking a look at it. It's a Castilla, which is wonderful. If you know a little bit about different ones, that's a pretty popular name. They have many different models. This one's like a 3/4 almost. It's dreadnought style, but it's not a full size, which is wonderful. So this actually would be a good transition instrument from somebody who's got little bit of fingers and that's like maybe 5 years old to like 12 years old. That's making that transition in life. You know what I mean? So let's hear what an E sounds like. Boom, ba, boom, 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 boom. Really close. There's our starting note, and let's hear what the intonation sounds like. Oh, groovy. See here is we've got our E. Cool, no frettings out on the first couple frets. We got our 5th fret. There's our A, 4 forte. Up above, cool. Good harmonic. No buzz effect on the first 4 frets. Wonderful. Here's our D. A little higher in intonation, that's fine. Let's just adjust. Ooh, a little hard with the harmonic there. Let's see. Going up to our G, excellent. Give it a little tune. I'm going to take a look at these tuners. Wonderful tuners too. A lot of times when you get a guitar, the back pulls away here a lot of the time because most people set their guitar leaning somewhere, not the other way, and then these back up against something. I like the ones that go backwards like this. I only have one instrument that does this, rather than going out the other way. What up, ACDs? Rather than going the other way, because sometimes I lean mine and they fall over, and that's a real bummer when you break a tuner. Nowadays, this type of particular tuner with the Pro, these are all actually quite nice with the fizz. Put a little work into these, little tighten on these screws, very swift. These are generally like 60 to 80 bucks on something to replace them nowadays. Fretboard looks really good too. If I had to guess, I would say it's a darker wood, mahogany probably, followed all the way through. The out is, this is a 2-piece put together, so 3-piece with the side laminate. But yeah, it does have standard bracing on the inside, looks pretty good, nice and clean. Doesn't have the ball of dust in there that you would assume, so I always leave my balls of dust in there. It's good luck. So when we're doing this one, here's our G, B, a little more. Gotta love the slotted headstock too. How you doing today? Hey, Happy. Nice to meet you, brother. Or sister. Happy. Yeah, I guess. Wonderful. Sometimes you get buzzing out or fretting out on here, which is okay. You just need to do a little adjustment. Let's hear what harmonics sound like. Little sharp, that does make sense. Got a little high action here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test all these strings, mark which one's it, put a little piece of tape down here to mark where it is. Been doing this for a while. Generally, you would put a ruler down here, gauge the distance between the open string and the nut at the 5th fret, and then put it right here. And what happens is the distance between the string and the open fret here should be consistent throughout all of these. Meaning when you need to put your action down, you're gonna be dropping these down. And some of that comes from the guitar itself, the neck has a bow in it. So if it doesn't have something called an Allen key, which this one does, I'm basically gonna leave this in the car for like 15, 20 minutes while it's silly hot. It's gonna get warm. don't freak out. Strings are going to be down off of it. When it's done like that, I would clean everything, and then I would look to see if the heel here comes detached, if any laminate moves, and then I would know where I'd need to heat it. I would not want to take this neck off, so I would love to do the job with just keeping it on, putting an Allen key in there. The reason why I want it to get warm is I could do this on the back of it, and what it does is it heats up that metal rod that's inside of this wooden casing. Inside of here, this whole thing before you put on the fretboard has a U-shape scalloped out going from nyeh to nyeh. And when you put an Allen key in here, it tightens a rod. Almost a lot like the bow, how you tighten the what's the name of it? The metal piece at the bottom, armature, I guess, and it tightens the bow. Long story short, it's pressing like this, 2 counterpoints, and it's making it stretch. What we do with that is if there is a front bow or a back bow, which this fretboard is straight as an arrow, which means what I want to do is I just want to curl that forward so it pulls a little bend into it. By doing that, it's going to pull the back of the neck that way. That also could be done by taking off the strings, putting this on a vise, making sure that 2 pieces are right here pressing upwards, and then 1 pressing down. If you've got a front bow, the opposite. You put 2 on the outside and 1 pressing up. You have to make sure that it's warm out there. What up, what up? Now you're a luthier? I've done luthier. Ooh, look at that. First chord out of it. Feels good. I think this will make a great guitar for somebody. I'm going to drop it off with somebody if I can find them. Classical, I hope you like gas. All right, I hate that sound great. I need a $2,000 guitar. Yeah, I gotta tell you, but you could tell there was playing on this, you know? Somebody put time on this. Strings aren't fretted out, so they changed the strings at least in the last 6 months. Here on island, these would have been tormented. These is phosphor bronze. Seems like they did most of the playing around the 4th to 8th fret. And there is really no wear down, so they did not use a pick on this. They used their fingers and finger saw, which is wonderful. I like it. I think it'll make it nice for person. Have to work that saddle down. Yeah. Oh, use. Miraculously. Captain, nice to see you. Let's see. Yeah, and tell you what, I do put a little, you know, I can hear where the intonation is kind of a little off. It's right around here because that's where the height comes in. However, this slanted stock is kind of interesting. It's pulling forward here. That's natural. It's the way it is. There's nothing wrong with that. Excuse me. I just had some crazy lunch bubbling. It does have a, it looks like not plastic, but like a composite. It's made of different stuff. I've got some sandpaper. It would take me probably forever, so I might go outside, shave it down on the concrete. That always usually works. What up, Wes? If you have anything new drop on your channel today? How you doing? I think the guitar, yeah, it's a tree cornetto. But yeah, this is kind of groovy. No major dinks or anything really, just standard wear and tear, and it needs a little bit of action. So once that action goes down, it'll be nice. But for like a nice little guitar for somebody, You know what? I feel like Jesus probably does love me. Ooh, yeah. Or maybe not. Either way, I'm okay with that. Talk about the weather. Say no, not another day of this. Seeking out the answers that may or may not be in a book and everybody may not understand. Feels like you don't know. Laying stones side by side, watching people cross by the tide. Let ye among you without sin cast your first vote. When it comes down clear that we won't. Are we too late? Lock the gate behind you if you're on your way. If not, you plan to stay. Not too tough to ease your day. Are we too late? I hope if you're watching this right now and you are in a state that gets the opportunity to use your democratic duty, that you voted. And if you are not registered to vote, tisk tisk. Let's hear some tisk tisk. Tisk tisk. Anyway, I got to give a shout out to Joanne. Thank you very much for this groovy guitar. I'm going to put a little love into it. I'm going to put it in the hands of somebody who will very much enjoy it. It might make some appearances and some videos here in the studio. Thank you again. And everybody who's watching this, have a good day. I'm going to go teach. I get the opportunity 3 days a week to do what I love. iReal Pro is a program that I use for backing tracks. When you become a member of this channel and you support me at the $1.99, that helps me do stuff like buy strings, get clothes to put on my body. Every once in a while, I say that I'm gonna use it for something fun and technical, but I don't. I put it in a bank account. As soon as there's enough money, I'd like to open up a community center here in Hilo, Hawaii. Music, but other things than that. Very altruistic, I get it, and we're gonna see how far that goes and what it turns into. But the start is right now. Why? Putting the best foot forward, trying to do something cool. My thing here is music. I love doing the music. So I've got 30 plus students right now, including some online students. So if you'd like to be an online student, check out BigIslandTinyFootprint.com. And then if you check out any of the information on this channel, remember there are 13,000 visuals. I think there's somebody's going to be able to watch and get a little bit of music fun out of. Other than that, I would like to have everybody have a great day. Make sure you're registered to vote. You can go to vote.org. And I don't know, maybe send this video to somebody. Or find people in your local community that don't have musical instruments, even if you don't play, fix them up, and then give them out. Watch somebody's face just change, and their whole world changes. Anyway, thank you. Aloha. Are we too late? Thanks for being here too, by the way. It's good to see some members.